Okay, so obviously, well, not obviously. If you haven't heard, or if anybody that's watching this hasn't heard, Breonna Taylor has settled uh, with the city for $12 million. It's the largest settlement ever for a wrongful death by officer type
Hold
case.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I have to correct you right now. 1 second. This chick right here. Meet
Oh,
Justin
right.
Diamond. So basically, she got murked out by a black cop. Okay? She was awarded $20 million dollars in a settlement. Breonna Taylor, $12 million dollars in a settlement. Two women killed wrongfully by those sworn to protect, but an $8 million gap in how their lives are, basically valued. Now, but it gets better. Not only that, but one's killer is in jail. So this chick, the black cop, he's in jail. The
Yeah,
other killer walking around watching cuties on Netflix.
that's
So
crazy.
yeah. But anyways, go ahead to what you were saying. Yes.
So she said, first of all, that's wow.
Yeah.
They settled for the $12 million, and I don't know the terms of their settlement, but I know that a lot of times what they'll do when there is a settlement in a civil case is they'll make it a stipulation where you can't charge those people involved in that case criminally. Any hope of those cops getting arrested at this point is over, pretty much.
Well,
But it doesn't make sense. You see how it doesn't make sense.
of course.
How does she win a case, a civil case, which pretty much says, yes, you were right. She was killed wrongfully, right? Yes, we agree with you. But the people who actually did it are not arrested, charged, or in jail at all.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand, right? Like the settlement is basically admitting guilt. Like hey, we were wrong. That's why we want to give you $12 million. We this my bad. You know what I mean? Like, but what's crazy to me is why would they accept that? The family. Why would the family accept? I told my wife, I'm like, look, God forbid anything like that ever happens to me. Do not accept the money. Do
No.
not accept the money at all. Because you need to go 112, 100, whatever percentage you want to go at that's over 100. Go at that and get these people locked up. My life is worth more than $12 million. I'm sorry.
But the fact that you gotta think about this, the fact that they accepted it on top of what you said, and they knew what the outcome from this would be. If you were that family, wouldn't you say to them, "We're not accepting nothing until somebody gets arrested and actually convicted of something? Then we can talk about a settlement. Until then, no settlement. Because if somebody's willing to settle with you, especially if that person that you're in court with is a city, you know what I mean? If they're willing to settle with you, that probably means that they know they're gonna lose.
Exactly. And let's
That's
also
the only reason you settle.
Yeah, and let's also look at the larger point as well. And before I actually continue on with this, look, hey, thank God I have not been in a situation where one of my loved ones, friends, family, or otherwise, was unjustly murdered by police. So I don't know what they're feeling. I haven't even been this close to anything like that, right? So why they accepted it is their own, and that's their right to accept it. I'm just giving a POV if it was my family. And that might change. I've never been in that situation, right? So let me just say that. But moving on. The other larger point is by them accepting the settlement and potentially not pursuing any other legal action towards those cops are still walking around. They could do it again. You know what I mean? So what happens if they do it again? Right? So this is what I mean. Like you gotta get like the bad actors, you gotta get them out the movie. You gotta rewrite them out the script. You know what I mean? Lock them up. So to your point, there's no way that I would accept that settlement. I'll say, look, let's get them in jail first, and then we could talk about a settlement. You're 100% right on that, man. But, you know, I mean, like, I don't know if this is a happy ending.
This whole thing, this whole Breonna Taylor, and I'm gonna lump Jacob Blake in their situation and how it's being pushed, and the fact that now that they've accepted this settlement, the family, and knowing some of the things that I've started to learn about the background, which we will talk about in future episodes when I get everything that I need, but because I want to come with straight facts. But I already told you, brother, this whole thing to me is a little weird. It's a little weird, man. Right. It's a little weird.
Right.
It's a little weird, and I'm gonna just say it in this episode right now. I don't agree with the situation that happened with Jacob Blake or Breonna Taylor, but now with the information that I have, I don't blame the cops for doing what they did. Did they take it to extremes? Absolutely.
Whoa. Blame the cops. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
For shooting and killing her?
Listen to me right now, man. It happened the way it happened, but when I get all this stuff and I bring it to you and I bring you the full story, because I'll just start off by saying this. And this was known too. Breonna Taylor was an EMT, but she was fired from her job because she was caught and found out that she was working out of a trap house. Her boyfriend was a drug dealer. She lost her job as an EMT, and that's just the beginning of the story.
Okay.
So you know what I mean? But like I said, I want to have physical proof.
Look. You could bring all your numbers, all your bullet points. We could have a conversation about that. But let me ask you this question. The moment when they pulled out and they shot, right? The moment when they did that, were their lives in danger?
They believed that
were their lives in danger?
I wasn't there, so I can't say yes, their lives were.
But you're trying to justify it like you understand why they shot.
Okay, so let me give you a situation then. You are a police officer, right? You get called to a place that is a well-known trap house. It's a trap house. You have a no-knock warrant. A no-knock warrant means that you can just
barge in. I got it.
You are these officers. You still knock on that door. You knock, and you announce that you're there. Officers. You hear scuffling going on inside the house. You obviously know there's people inside the house. Officers in the house. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You hear click, click.
Trying to go on the words of what? The police? There's so many...
These are statements that were made by the boyfriend of Breonna Taylor.
Okay.
These are based on statements made by him.
Okay.
These are not statements made... But the joke is that the statements made by him are more corroborating with the officers than the story that was portrayed in the media, which was obviously the one that we all know.
So all the numbers and the data you're going to bring and all that, that's cool and all. Hold up. That's cool and all. But guess what? All the numbers and everything you have, guess who already has that? The city. Guess what the city decided to do? Here's $12 million because we were wrong. So what are you going to prove? Nothing. The city already said they were wrong. You can't. You know what I mean? Like, you're fighting a losing battle. They already admit they were wrong.
All I'm saying, what I'm trying to get across is what the media is portraying and how they're using it to get it.
Doesn't matter what the media is portraying. It matters about the. Pardon?
Of course it does.
No, it doesn't.
Of course it does. The whole reason she got the settlement was because of the media, bro. If the media didn't report any of this, nobody would even know who Breonna Taylor was. She wouldn't get no money. She'd just be another dead black person. Come on.
But why wouldn't the media put that story out there?
But I'm saying the media is the one who helped because of the press that was in the media, the negative, this and this and that. That's why the settlement was, first of all, the amount it was. And that's how they ended up getting the settlement. Yes, does it admit their guilt? Obviously, it admits their guilt.
So what you're saying to me is you're basically just saying, we cannot take any more of this negative press. Here's $12 million. Please shut the fuck up and go away forever.
125%. And if you don't believe it, you're crazy. There's mad money out there. There's mad money out there, and there's tons of celebrities who have paid a lot less, but millions of dollars to shut other people up. We both spoke about it before. The media always has a motive. And I'm saying that these situations that they're pushing the Breonna Taylor, the Jacob Blakes, the way that they're pushing them is not the full story. And I'm not excusing the actions. I'm not excusing the actions or the level that it went to. You know what I'm saying? But just based on what I know, especially with the Jacob Blake situation, which is even more than the Breonna Taylor situation. You know what I mean? Jacob Blake, when they pulled up, I told you last time, there was a scuffle. He was tased twice. He pushed the officers off of him. He was walking away, and they're telling him, don't walk away. He's going into his car. They're telling him, don't go into your car. They don't know what's inside of the car. Was 7 shots excessive? Yes, 7 shots is excessive. But when you go through all of that as police officers, and then a man is walking away from you, and he's already fought you. You've already tased him. He's already put you in a headlock. You know what I'm saying? And now he's going into his car. What is he reaching for? I don't know. But would I have moved differently? I told you I would have probably just closed the door on him, hit him with a stick. There's other ways.
Shot him in the leg.
But look at everything that happened before, man. Look at everything that happened before that, and the way that nobody really knows that part, and all that's really said is that he was shot 7 times in his back. I get it. But the way that they put it out there is simply to provoke emotion. That's it.
Yeah, but Dre, it doesn't matter. They could have given a play-by-play exactly as you did. That still does not justify dumping 7 shots in someone's back.
It doesn't matter that he was black, though. He could have been.
I didn't say that he was black. I said back.
No, but what I'm saying, no. What people are focusing on is white cops killing black people. That's what it is. It's white cops killing black people. At that point, if you're any criminal with a record and an arrest warrant out for you, you have an arrest warrant out for you for 3rd-degree domestic abuse, which is rape, and you're there at the spot with the girl that you were accused of raping, that's who he was there with, that's the friend, and I'm there to try to arrest you. You go through all of this, you're already known as a violent criminal. You have raped a girl. You are now walking away. We have fought you. We have tased you. And this doesn't, I don't care what color you are. You could be any color. White, Chinese. This is who the person you are. And I don't know you as an officer personally. All I know is what's on this rap sheet and what I see going on in front of me. Right? That's all I know as the cop.
Got it.
So I pull up, I see a record, I see that, I see what's going on. I'm trying to peacefully arrest you. You're fighting me. We taste the whole thing that I went through again. You go to reach into your car.
Okay.
Yes, he could have acted differently, but at that point, as an officer, if I'm in that situation and that is the full story, and I hear that full story, I say, wow, I feel threatened at this point. I don't know what's happening in that car. Do I shoot him 7 times? I doubt that. I doubt it happens that many times. But at that point, I'm definitely feeling threatened.
Yeah, for sure.
As an officer, when you're in that situation,
let me tell you something. If that's the story and that is the play-by-play God is giving us, who sees everything, that play-by-play, he's seen it all, 100%. I feel threatened too. But I'm not dumping 7 shots in someone's back. I'll shoot that person in the back of their leg. They're on the ground. That's it. Problem solved.
Right.
They can, even if they want to, even if that guy's on the ground like, I'm going to kill you. My gun's in the car when I get... Okay, well, I'd like to see you try. You're on the ground bleeding.
Right.
You're shot in your leg.
Can't justify the action. All I can say is I can understand how it got to that point.
No, you can't. You cannot understand that, Dre.
Of course I can.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
They're making it sound like the cop just pulled up. They're making it sound like the cops just pulled up.
I don't think they're making it sound like that.
That's absolutely what it is.
I don't think so.
Absolutely what it is.
I think when the story first broke, that's what happened, as it naturally does with any story like that. With any story. With any story. But eventually, over time, more details of what happened starts to come out. I don't think you could look at that story right now, September, even August. I don't think you could Google that story and not find a play-by-play. Maybe when it first came out, that's how it looked.
Well, how many people, okay, let me ask you this. Because we are different type of people. We will look into things. But you have to understand, majority of the people are hot take and headline hashtaggers. Okay? That means that all they do is they read the headline, They read the article from whatever that headline came from, and that's all they need. And they go off of that. They don't look into. There's people out there that will be like, "Who cares what the background of the person was? Who cares? It doesn't matter what it does."
It doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't.
Their criminal past.
That does not matter. What they no, it doesn't matter, Dre.
It's gonna change the way in which you're approached.
No, Dre. The reason why they do that, the reason why they do that is they try to destroy the person's character in the public eye. So the people lose sympathy for them. They're like, he was a criminal anyways. Who cares? Good riddance. They didn't need him. That's why they do that. They try to destroy the person's character.
If it's crimes from like 5, 6, 7,
it could have been crimes from yesterday. Doesn't matter.
The man had a current.
Who cares? That's not justifiable to kill him.
If I'm a cop and I'm approaching somebody and on their record they have something small like parking tickets or anything, I'm not approaching them. You have to understand how it is when you are an officer. Your life is threatened every day. I'm not like I said.
Doesn't matter. You signed up, bro. You know how we just talked about Kanye West signing the contracts? They signed up. That's the job.
I get it.
That's the job, bro.
But I'm gonna approach a house that has a known murderer in it differently than I'm gonna approach a house where somebody has some parking tickets on. I, as an officer, am just gonna approach those situations differently.
Mm-hmm.
That's just natural.
Okay.
And I don't know you in real life. I've never met you. As a cop, I've never met you before in my life. I probably never even heard your name. This is probably the first time I'm ever hearing your name. And I go through your file, and I see that you have been to jail for 3 years for attempted murder, and this and that, and you have a bunch of crips. I'm approaching you differently than I'm approaching somebody who's just regular John. And
so what's the point? So what's the point of jail then? What's the point of jail?
What's a speeding ticket?
No, what's the point of jail?
The point of jail, shoot, that's a whole deeper concept.
So what I'm trying to say though is if I went to jail for whatever reason, I served my time, I come out, shouldn't I be reformed? Aren't I supposed to get another chance? Shouldn't I not be judged because I went to jail? So, bro, listen, I don't want to listen. I don't want to put my business out there, but when it comes to a trap house, I've been in more than a few. And not for what a trap house is utilized for. I don't do that stuff. I've never done it. It's not my business. I have no interest in it. But I've been in more than a few. So because I'm there, if I happen to catch a stray, well, shouldn't have been there. That's it. That's what we're going on?
Yes. Oh. If you're in a trap house and you catch a stray bullet, like you said before, if a person is dressed like a cop and I walk up to you and I say, officer, I need help, and you go, you're not a cop, why are you dressed like that?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want to be caught by a stray bullet, why put yourself in a place where there may be stray bullets? What if
listen, what if I don't know I'm at a trap house?
Oh man, well shoot, I can't. Then that's a situation.
Let me ask you this, but you didn't hear what I said though. I said that I was at a trap, not for the reasons of a trap. I wasn't. So what if I just show up to somebody's house, what I think is just a regular residence, I'm there to kick it, and the trap is in the back of the house, and I'm in the front. What do I know? So that's it.
That's obviously a different situation. But if you're comparing this to Breonna Taylor, she knew exactly where she was. She knew who she was with, and she knew the situation that was going down. She was actively participating in it. So she knew exactly where she was and what was going down. She didn't know what was going to happen with the whole officers coming to the house and all that stuff, but she knew what she knew.
So what you're saying is that she took a calculated risk, and by her getting murdered, I won't put words into your mouth and say that you.
Because I'm not saying it's her fault. Don't do that. I'm definitely not saying it's her fault she got killed. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not. And once again, I'm going to say this for the millionth time because I know once people watch this, I'm going to catch some hell for what I'm saying. I am not justifying the excessive nature at which these two things happen: the 7 shots and the violent way that Breonna Taylor was killed. I'm I'm not justifying.
Yeah, you really sound like Terry Crews right now.
No, I'm not backtracking because what I'm saying is I understand how it got to that point. I understand how it got to that level where the officer felt the need to take it to a heightened level of aggression. That's all I'm saying. I understand how it got to that level.
You know, listen. What I can tell you is I'm not doing a very listen. I'll tell you, I'm not doing a very good job of defending Breonna Taylor's side of that story, whether it be true or false. But there are some narratives out there, and I'm not doing a very good job of that. All I can tell you is whoever is watching this, you could do your Googles, you know. But I do know there are a lot of very solid points that are in direct contradiction to literally everything you're saying. 100%. And again, like I'm just not prepared for that. So right now, the conversation that I'm having with Dracy, this is feeling versus fact. But there is some facts. I do air quotes because I wasn't there. But there is some facts out there that are in direct contradiction to what Dracy's saying. I encourage you to do your Googles, make up your mind, leave it in the comments.
Definitely leave it in
Dre
comments.
is now Terry Crews, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I'm playing around. I'm playing around. I said I'm playing around. But maybe.
Listen, the only part I like about that is the muscles. I'll take the muscles. But like, you know.
Listen, man.
We're not taking it that far.
Before we get out of here, please plug your new single, man.
Oh man, I got Grounded that came out, but I also have a song that will be coming out soon. I don't know which song I'm plugging right now.
Well, the one you got the one for the competition for the video.
Right. Okay, that one. Okay, so yeah, I'm in a competition right now. I made top 10 for a free music video. By the time you watch this, I don't know if the votes will be still going on, but if I do win, it's for a song called "The World We Live In," which is an incredible song to me, deep meaning to me. It's probably the broadest song I have about life and just the struggles that everybody has every day, and pretty much not getting through it. Because people love to highlight, you know, how they struggle and how they're able to make it through everything. But guess what? We don't always make it through everything. And what do you do when you don't make it through that part? You know, where do you go from there? So that's what the song is about. And I hope it wins, man. I hope it wins.
Where can we go to vote?
You can go to Music Video Giveaway. It's on Instagram. That's their Instagram. So at Music Video Giveaway, it's one word. And you just find the post with Dracy. Drecey. You'll see my picture, you'll see my name right there, and all you have to do is like or comment on that post, and good to go, man. And
we're gonna put the link in the description. I'm gonna do my best to get the video up ASAP. The link is in the description. Click the link, go vote, get this man his video. There's gonna be a link in the description as well for my project, my EP called Every School Has Drugs. It is not as deep as Dracy's at all, but the link is in the description. Go check that out as well. And we have fun. It's all love. It's a conversation. Join the conversation. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and follow us on social media, man. We're getting to our 1 month anniversary where we tally all of our views on our platforms, all of our subscribers. We want to say, okay, we accomplished something. So we're on all social media platforms at Two Guys Doing a Pod. And again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, Two Guys Doing a Podcast. We are out and about.
Doses.